Hello everybody, you're here with Claro Beauty with your host Claudia Lara. Thank you very much for tuning in. So today is another of those exploratory episodes about which side you like better. And the reason I'm doing this is really for my own curiosity because I have Dior Backstage sample of foundation, as some of you already know, and I have the Forever Glow, another of these foundation samples, and I'm really curious which one I like best to buy the full bottle. So this is one of my favorite foundations, Dior, and definitely I will be buying a full bottle. And the question is which one. So if you're interested in that exploration, please keep on watching. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and please ring the bell in the right hand corner so you know when I upload new messages. All right, so for those of you that know me, this is a new way of wearing my hair. I don't know if you like or dislike, I always go up and puffy, which I feel is more my character and that elegance. But a little different sometimes, right? For some reason, now I feel like a little bit down and this and that. So here I am changing it around a little bit. Okay, so let's begin. Now I was debating between, because I do have the Backstage primer that goes with the Backstage foundation. And I really wanted to try with that, but I also have this Dior Skin Forever and Everywhere base tint. And this one, this is a full bottle actually, and this is a SPF 20. Extreme Perfection and Hold Primer with sunscreen. And really I have the full bottle, and I have repurchased this because this is what I used to wear before YouTube channel. And so I still have plenty. But we're gonna wear this instead of the Backstage just because this is what I own right now, but I'm still curious about the other one. So perhaps I'll do another which side you like best using the different primers and the same foundation. So, but for today, I'm curious about the foundation. All right, so I hope I said enough. So we're gonna apply a little bit of this. This is a very liquid sort of primer. You see that? So it will start draping down if you don't just use it quickly. So you can really apply it as if it was a tint or something like that. Of course, you can apply it with a brush, but usually when they're this liquidy or this feels more like oil, like if you're putting a face oil. I need to know if this is just oil. That would be interesting because if you've been with me, you know that I don't do good with oils, but this one, it's been okay. Because I've been wearing it for many years. All right. And why did I wear that primer for many years? Well, I'm sure you know more than me what the primer really is for, but for me, it always made my foundation last longer. It did blur a little bit more. I felt it protected my skin a little bit, and it has SPF. And if you know me, I'm not very big on putting the SPF separately. I know a lot of you do. I don't. So I just did appreciate it that this one had that already. Now look at my skin just with the primer. It does make a difference already. Not enough though to not wear foundation. I know because I tried many times. I'm like, well, it does blur, it does, but it doesn't make my skin look one color. You can still see the red and the dots and the unevenness, and not enough for here. So that's why I never thought it was enough, but just so you know, it does help a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna apply first the Backstage Dior. I'm gonna apply this. I already shaked it up. I'm gonna apply it to this side of my face. And if you saw my video recently when I'm comparing this with the Shiseido, you already know what this looks like. However, in that video, I did not apply with any primer. Why? Because I was really wondering foundation to foundation. And I didn't think it was fair using a Dior primer with a Dior foundation compared to a Dior primer with a Shiseido foundation, because usually it's good for you to use the same products from the same brand, because they obviously made them to go together. So that's why I didn't use a primer then. The reason I'm using a primer here is because I will be wearing it this way. And like I said, this is showing you, but really I'm interested on it. Well, the first thing here, I want you to notice how beautiful. Backstage foundation is very natural, like my skin. And I do talk about that in the other video as well. It doesn't cover as much as the Shiseido did. And I don't know what I'm talking about the other video, but one of you commented and I came up with this answer, so I'm just sharing it with you as well while I open this package. So let me start applying it. So the results were, because the Shiseido looked very, very nice as well. But I figure the Shiseido will be more for a complete look, more finished look, canvas look. And definitely the other one was 24-hour wear, and it had SPF already on the foundation and things of that nature. If you want to see that video, go ahead, instead of me mixing it, right? Now, in this case, this side, I don't know about the Backstage, but this side is 24-hour wear as well. So perhaps I should have compared this with the Shiseido. And now that I'm looking at it, this one looks more like the Shiseido. This is interesting. I didn't do that because this one is supposed to be a glow. It's a Skin Glow foundation. They also have the matte. And so I just thought it was going to be a lot more glowing than the Shiseido. That's why I compared it to the other one. But now that I'm putting it on, this one looks just like the other one. Oh boy. Well, here I am. This was really the comparison that I was interested on, which is, and I'm getting close, I hope the lighting is not super bad. So this side is the Forever Skin Glow, Dior Forever Skin Glow. And this side is the Backstage. Oops, I put the mirror in front of it. Okay. So I haven't filmed in a couple of days, you can tell, right? I'm already making all the mistakes of possible. There are my wrinkles. One of you said, you don't have wrinkles. Yes, I do. Look at that. And of course, my droopy eyes. But what I look for in a foundation for my everyday, that is comfortable, obviously, that it doesn't look like I have a foundation. I like that look. There's some people that actually like a white canvas, meaning very, very cover up and it looks clear to start applying the makeup. I don't like that. I like some of my skin to come through. And both of this do, but now looking at it, it doesn't emphasize my wrinkles. Meaning, when I do this, you can see my wrinkles, but when I don't do that, they don't stay marked. So that's one thing. The other thing is sometimes you find the foundation within the rails of the wrinkles. I don't see that, so it sort of blurs, you can say. My pores are, I wouldn't say minimized, but I don't have large pores, but you barely can see it. It does cover a little bit of the red. And so, really, I love both. So what I was going to say, the difference, to the naked eye, they will never know I have two foundations on. That's for sure. But to me, I like this one in a fuller coverage. It does give me a little more radiant. I mean, it says glow. I wouldn't say glowy, but look, I mean, I'm liking this one better. This one is extremely natural. However, for example, extremely natural would be a Westman Atelier, which I love, and that one is very comfortable for every day. But if I was going to anything social, I think I will wear the Backstage instead of Westman Atelier, just because I feel it covers all of it and a little here and there. And I think it lasts longer just like that. The Westman Atelier doesn't, it lasts, but doesn't look just like when you apply it. But this one, I mean, it's 24 hours, it says here, right? Yeah, wear transfer proof, has 42 color true shades, skincare base, and rich in iris extract. So this one is even supposed to be better for your skin. Now, I'm not sure if better than the Backstage or better than the older, because I do have a full bottle of the one before they reformulated. But, you know, it's the newest. So, yeah, I have to admit, from this two, I will be getting this full bottle for sure. I like the Backstage, don't get me wrong. If you have it, absolutely love it. And they advertise the Backstage foundation to be used is body and face. So if you really wanted to put in the rest of your body to blur it, and I think it will be very nice. It is lighter, you feel it thinner sort of thing. So they're just both absolutely gorgeous. If you're younger than me, most likely you will just enjoy the Backstage. I don't know the prices. I'll list it down below and see if there's a difference between one and the other. Probably Backstage, I would assume, is less expensive, but I'll have to check. But if you're younger, you probably will like the Backstage because this one has a tiny little bit more coverage. All right, well, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Please ring the bell so you know when I upload new messages. And tell me what you think. How is it looking through the camera? And yeah, well, full circle. It's going to be a year since I started YouTube. And when I started YouTube, I said one of my favorite foundations was Dior Forever. Of course, it was the old formula. And now after buying many foundations and trying many foundations, I'll do a video of everything that I tried this year. It seems like I'm gonna come back to my beloved Forever Skin Glow foundation, but the new formula. Yeah, I'm not forgetting the Surratt. That's another of my favorite foundations. But which one do you like best? Ding, 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 ding. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.